Hi, I'm Camille from Faux Masters, and I'm talking to you about a new product today, StucoLux. It's a mineral-based plaster. Some of you are already familiar with this. It's been around for a while from Faux Effects, but I want to do a little demo and also show you one of the newer products that they came out with, which is called StucoLux Shimmer. It has all the great qualities of StucoLux as a mineral-based plaster, but it has this really delicate shimmer to it that is not glitter. It's like finely crushed mica flakes, and it's one of my new favorites right now. So I wanted to do a little demo for you, but first of all, just to show you, StucoLux, just like a lot of the pre-tinted colors that Faux Effects does, is they make the color chart. So this is a really handy guide where you could just see all of the pre-tinted colors that you can buy stock right out of the bucket. It also has some metallic colors as well as some highlights, and the highlights are the colors that you see in a different angle in the light. So again, this one's $10 on our website, FauxMasters.com. The StucoLux plaster itself is interior rated and exterior rated. The nice thing about this plaster is that it has the high burnishing qualities that you would see in your typical lime plasters and Venetian plasters. So it gives that very traditional look where you get a lot of the movement, the highs and lows. So this is StucoLux. The color is called River Rock, so this is a stock color right out of the bucket, and you can see with a stencil impression, you can see the undulation and the movement you get. It's resistant to things like mold and bacteria because of the mineral content that it has, so it makes it excellent for like bathroom installations or any installation where you're concerned about trapped moisture. This is a really good choice. We do recommend sealing it if you're gonna do it like in a bathroom or anything that is going to be exposed to moisture, just to make sure that you can protect like the longevity of the finish and the beauty of the finish. The StucoLux, just like the tinting base, you can see it has this really nice creamy base to it. As you can see, it's really nice to use, really user-friendly. This can be tinted with your faux cream colors. It can be tinted with other StucoLux colors if you wanted to. What I want to demo for you today, though, just because it's a newer product and most people don't know about it, is the StucoLux Shimmer. And that's the one I was telling you about that has that really nice reflective quality to it. So let me show you a sample. This is StucoLux Shimmer in Midnight. So this is also a stock color right out of the bucket. This also had a stencil. But I don't know if the video is gonna catch it, but it has a really subtle sheen to it. So when you look at it in a certain light, it almost reads as like a matte plaster, but then you catch it in the light and you just see this stunning shimmer that is not, it's not glitter, and it's not like, for those of you that know about luster stone, it's different than luster stone. So it reads very different. It just has this like gorgeous shimmer to it. So this is Midnight. This is also Midnight. The difference with this, just so I can point it out for you, is this was sealed with Old World Venetian sealer. Okay, so this is what the manufacturer recommends. Faux Effects recommends that you seal it with Old World Venetian sealer. So you can see it does change the tone, and it does slightly change the sheen. It reads like a satin, but again, if you have high traffic areas where you're concerned about fingerprints or kids running and touching the halls or something like that, you would want to seal it. This is Midnight unsealed, so you can see the difference. So you do also have to understand it will slightly change the color of the plaster depending on what color you're working with, but sometimes sealing is just what you got to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo the StucoLux Shimmer in Midnight. So this is Midnight. This is the color. It's a little difficult to see the shimmer in the container, so you don't start to see it really come through until you start putting it on the surface. So I'm going to demo and just do a skim coat for you here. So this board you see behind me, this is our set coat. This is one of the newest colors that Faux Effects added. They added 2 new gray colors, which is charcoal. This is charcoal. And then just to show you, just for those of you that don't know about the new set coat colors, this is gravel gray. So there's a light gray and a dark gray. So charcoal, gravel gray. I'm going with charcoal because it's, again, a stock color. I'm a big fan of just like straight out of the bucket work. If I can get away with not mixing a custom color, that's what I do. So I have my StucoLux Shimmer in Midnight. And you'll see this covers really well. So even if you didn't have the exact color of your base coat underneath your plaster, get that little nugget out there, it won't really matter. Plus you're probably going to be doing a couple coats anyway, so no need to work that hard. But you can already see, even in just this slight singular coat, the subtle shimmer is really coming out, and that will continue to develop, especially layer upon layer. So typically with your plasters, you're doing at least 2 or 3 layers of plaster, depending on your desired effect. So I'm gonna get this covered. So you can see up here where it's starting to set up, you can see already the slight color change as it sets up, just like any plaster does. So you can work really quickly with this. So by the time you got around the whole room, that's the first part that you started on would be dry. You can go again, so you can work really quickly with this. And you can see this is just one coat. I'm not really doing anything fancy, no fancy techniques. And even already with this, there's a lot of movement, but just so you can see the color difference between the base coat and the plaster. So for picking 2 colors right out of the bucket, this makes it pretty easy. The other thing to note with StucoLux Shimmer is it can be tinted in any of the StucoLux colors. So you can order StucoLux Shimmer in any of these colors. However, the only 5 that come stock, like off the shelf, ready to go, would be the tintable white, putty, sandalwood, tornado gray, and midnight. If you want the other colors, like for instance Sedona, it would take about 48 hours for processing for Faux Effects to custom mix it, but it is available. The other thing that I wanted to show you is StucoLux also comes in some beautiful metallic colors, which the StucoLux metallics are some of my favorite products as well. I do a lot of trowel blending with my plasters, and especially into luster stone. For instance, this finish here, I trowel blended StucoLux silver into the newest black diamond luster stone. So one of the newer colors of luster stone. You can see how it just has that really beautiful gray tone. Everyone's so into the grays and dark grays and blacks and stuff. This is also StucoLux Shimmer, so just so you can see the color, this is tornado gray. So you can see it's a little bit lighter, but you can see if you're really into the grays and your clients are really into the grays, look how easy tornado gray over the charcoal or the gravel gray is. So you don't have to do a lot of custom mixing. Like I said, it makes it super easy. This one is the same tornado gray, but this was top coated with aqua wax. So that's the only difference on that. So anyway, that's a little bit about StucoLux. You can find everything at FauxMasters.com. If you have any questions, give us a call, email us. We're here to help you, and let us know if you'd like to see a special video on anything else. We'd love to do it for you.